Everyone, welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Sandy. Today I am doing a little bit of meal prepping. I have to work all week, so I thought that I would go ahead and throw together on my day off a few of our favorite recipes, a few good things to eat, so we can just pull them out of the refrigerator and heat them up and just have something good and delicious to eat all week long, so I don't have to worry about, you know, coming home and cooking after I've worked very hard. You know, all day long. So I thought I would throw together a few things that we like here at my house, some pretty good stuff, and I think that you're gonna like this stuff as well. I already have some of these recipes on my video here on my YouTube channel, but these are some of our favorite things that we like to eat that are quick and easy, and they're so much better the next day anyway, so they're great for leftovers. One of them, I'm going to be making my ham and bean soup. It is absolutely amazing. If you like ham and beans, you're gonna love this recipe. It's so simple to make. Actually, I wanted to put some celery in it because I always put celery in my ham and bean soup, my white ham and bean soup, but guess what? I don't have any. I've already been to the grocery store. It's gonna be delicious anyway without the celery. You gotta trust me on that. So let's go ahead and get this started. Well, let me tell you what, I'm making the ham and bean soup, the white ham and bean soup. I'm also going to be making, I'm going to make some egg salad because I thought that would be very quick and easy to just pop out of the refrigerator and, you know, make you an egg salad sandwich if you'd like. We like to eat it just in a bowl, you know, not even on bread. I want to get some croissants to put on a bit. Guess what? I forgot those too, and I went there with a mission of everything that I wanted to make. I wanted to make some of my street taco meat, the chuck roast with the chipotle peppers in it, but I couldn't find those chipotle peppers anywhere. I was in that store over an hour. Asked 3 people where they were at because I knew they were in a place that I thought, oh, they shouldn't be here. I don't know why they're here, so that's why I can never find them. Guess what? I never found them, so I won't be making that today. But you can already get the recipe on here, and that is absolutely amazing. I'm making egg salad, quick and easy. I'm making my white bean soup. What else am I making? I'm going to make some homemade chili, like chili dog sauce, and if they want to put it over, you know, make chili fries, or I think I'm gonna put hot dogs in it, cut up some hot dogs and do like a chili dog casserole. I already have one on here, but it's gonna be stovetop, so I don't care what they do with it. It's gonna be in the refrigerator and it's gonna be there for them to eat, so I done my work, right? Let's get started. So what we're going to do is, I don't even know what I'm going to do first here. First, I'm going to get me a bite of this ham here. I've got some ham cut up here in this bowl. This is just a Cumberland Gap ham. I like to use this when I'm making my beans. I'm going to show you the well, you know what? I bought the Winter's Premium Deli. I thought this was the Cumberland Gap. But it's okay. It's smoked boneless ham steaks, and this is going to add some amazing flavor to my beans. I'm also going to add some bacon grease. You know I got to add some bacon grease to that. But I'm going to go ahead and put my beans in here. And those are just the Great Northern white beans. Olivia loves the bean soup, and you know what? She used to not like bean soup. It's crazy. Or soup beans, but she's coming around, and I'm going to cook some chicken stock in mine. Oh my god, please let that be chicken. It is, okay. Just the way my day's going, I don't even know what I'm putting in there. I like to put one of the containers of the chicken stock in there. If I don't have chicken stock, I always use chicken cubes, as you'll see on my other recipe, if you want to watch that one. I'm only going to use about half of these onions because I'm also going to make my, you know, that homemade chili sauce for my chili dogs, and guess what? I'm out of onions too. You know what? Working all these hours, I should have a bag of onions sitting in this house, don't you think? We're also going to add some water into this as well. And I'm going to add my ham. It's already smelling good up in here. And my 2 cloves of garlic, and that's just going to add an extra goodness to it. This is soft. And it's something, if you follow me, you know that Olivia just got braces, if you've been with me for a little bit. And she just had to get them tightened the other day, and she is like, she is in some pain now. So I try to cook things that she can eat. I'm going to add some black pepper. We need to get our water in there as well, so I'm going to just pop on over there. I'm going to add some black pepper. I like lots of black pepper. Now you don't really want to add too much water because your beans will not thicken. And I like my broth to be thick, like me. I'm also going to add, we're going to make these really, really tasty. I'm also going to add some onion flakes because you know I love onion flakes. It's going to season them really well. What else are we going to put in here? I might put another chicken cube in there. I think I'll go ahead and do that now. Because, you know, I don't think chicken stock has a whole lot of flavor. So I like to add a little extra flavor to mine. You know what I'm saying? And these are going to smell so good cooking. I'm going to get these on. And then I'm going to start on my chili as well. I'm going to have a lot of things cooking today. You gotta have bacon grease. And you know what? I've given my mom just about every bit of my bacon grease. I'm gonna have to fry some bacon. Not today, but I will, because I'm gonna have to have some bacon grease. And those are gonna help season those beans. If you don't cook with bacon grease, we can't be friends. You don't have to use a whole lot, but you know what? You gotta season your food. Who wants to eat bland food that, you know, has no flavor? So that's just going to melt right in there. What else am I going to add? We're going to add some salt, a little bit of salt to this. Not a whole lot. You know what? We're going to hold off on the salt because I've got the chicken stock in there, the bouillon cube, and actually those onion flakes are a little salty as well. I think that's all we're going to put in there because I don't have the celery to put in there. And those should be nice and done by the time Olivia gets home. And I'll save me a little piece of ham to, you know, snack on because I need it in my life right now. That's really good. Really good. Let's go ahead and get started on the hot dog chili. All right, for the I like to call it old-fashioned hot dog chili sauce. I normally use the tomato sauce with this, but guess what? I don't have that either. I've got crushed tomatoes. I have a stockpile of tomatoes in there, canned tomatoes, you know, for the pandemic, but I have just the crushed. These are going to work perfectly. You know, you guys really, really just need to use what you have on hand. You can make it happen. It's still going to be the same because these are going to like really cook down, and I don't think the consistency is going to be, it's going to be still good. Look at that. It's almost like a tomato sauce, but I'm just using what I have on hand. And you know what? I always wipe the tops of my cans off before I open them. Do you wipe the tops of your cans off? And then I'm going to use some tomato paste, just a little bit of tomato paste, and I can't even say it. And trust and believe, my friends, if you like the old-fashioned chili sauce, not that stuff you get in the cans, you really, really need to make this. Let me get rid of this. This is so simple and easy. And I've got some ground chuck here that I'm going to use with that. You know, it's my favorite. So we're going to use this, and we're going to use lots and lots of seasoning. Now, I've made a chili dog casserole with this, and I also, did I do a chili dog casserole? I think I did a chili dog casserole. And you know what? I'm going to make some deviled eggs as well. And I'm going to make egg salad. And I like to put onions in my egg salad. So I'm only going to use maybe half of these onions. And I'm going to save the rest of them for my egg salad. Which, you know what? I'm really hoping I have some onion powder. But I kind of have a feeling that I don't. So we're going to go ahead and start cooking the hamburger here. Ground chuck. Let me give these a stir very quickly. Oh my gosh. Those smell so good. And you know what? It's nice and cold outside today, so my house smells like My house smells like my mom's. I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying when I say that. I don't know if you, or my grandma's or whatever, you remember going back in the days. I don't know how old you guys are, but walking to your mother's house, your grandmother's house, and it just smelled amazing because she had a pot of beans, or had been cooking, you know, all day long, and it just takes me back. You know, those memories. It's just, oh, there's nothing like memories. I'm going to go ahead and add every bit of that to my little pan there. Give my hand a little soapy wash. And then I'm just going to brown this up, or mostly brown anyway. And then I'm going to drain the grease off of it. And then I'm going to throw my onions and my garlic in there. Ground chuck is drained. Now we're going to go ahead and add some of our onions in there. Like I said, I'm not using all of these. As you notice, I've already got my, if you can see back there, I've got some eggs already starting on the back of the stove for my egg salad. I'm going to save some of these onions for my egg salad. If you don't put onions in your egg salad, we can't be friends. Then we're going to add my garlic to that. Just going to stir that together. And you know what? Since I had to cheat and share my onions with my my egg salad, then I'm going to add some onion flakes to this. Normally I add onion powder, but I couldn't find it in the cabinet. I swear, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Oh my gosh. Never mind the onion flakes. Oh, ta-da! I found some onion powder. Now, we're just going to season this with onion powder, a little bit of garlic salt, celery salt. I'm not going to use some minced onions because I have that. We're going to use some chili powder, some cumin. That's the seasonings that's going to go in here as well. Oh, it smells so good in here, guys. Let's give these beans a stir. Oh, they're coming along nicely, beautifully. Smells amazing in here. And then I'm just going to start loading my seasonings in here. Now cumin is a very has a very pungent flavor. I like it. I like it really well, especially in this chili. You have to have it in this chili. So we're going to start off with the cumin. We're going to use, this is 1/4 of a teaspoon. We're going to use, well, that wasn't a whole, about 3/4 of a teaspoon of the cumin. I am going to taste this once it gets, that is powder, right? Once it gets, you know, I gotta stir that. I gotta turn that down. Once I get everything in there, I can't even think what I'm saying. Just to make sure that it's, you know, to my, the flavors are what I am looking for. And we're going to use about 1/2 teaspoon of garlic salt. Again, we're going to do a little taste test. And once it cooks up a little bit, just to see if we need any additional flavors. Or any additional, you know, whatever it is. We're going to use about 1/2 teaspoon of celery salt. And then the chili powder is that's next. So we're going to add, oh my gosh, it smells so good. 2 teaspoons for now. I think we're probably going to end up needing a little bit more. Probably of everything, because this is 1.5 pounds of hamburger or ground chuck. Good Lord, I gotta turn that down. I'm gonna burn this stuff if I don't. Now you're also going to add, oh my gosh, that smells so good. A couple shakes of Worcestershire sauce, about 2 teaspoons. Go ahead and throw your tomatoes in there. And we're going to add water to this anyway, so I'm just going to rinse every little bit of that goodness out of there. You all do that. You rinse your cans out with your water. We're going to use about a cup of water in there as well, so we might as well just use it from the can, right? Am I right? And then you're going to use about, excuse me, about 3 big heaping teaspoons of the tomato paste. Let's stir that around. Oh gosh, it smells so good. My husband loves this stuff. He absolutely loves this stuff. And let me tell you something. If you're doing low carb, just trying to cut the breads and stuff out, we ate what, you know, let's talk about this for a second. When I was doing low carb and I lost some weight, I cooked this a lot, and even though it has the tomatoes in it, you know, we just stayed away from bread and pasta and, you know, all those delicious things that I love. And yeah, we were very successful. I lost about 25 pounds and then I quit. I got so excited that I stopped doing it. I thought, oh, I gave myself a little bit of break from it and never went back. But I think we're getting ready to hop back on that bus. But what's that going to mean for you guys? Absolutely nothing. I'm still going to be able to share recipes with you for all kinds of delicious things, you know, pasta, cakes, and I'm just going to find some people to donate the stuff to. But I'm just kidding. I won't donate it to anybody. Yeah, I got family that would love to have that stuff. This smells absolutely phenomenal. I forget where we're at now. Okay, we're going to add our, you're also going to need some ketchup, about, I don't know, a third cup of ketchup, third to half a cup of ketchup. This is a lot of ground chuck. And we're also going to use, what else we're going to use? I wonder if I have hot sauce. If not, I will improvise and I'll use a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes for that, and maybe just a tiny bit of vinegar. We'll see. Let me check and see if I have any hot sauce. Now you're going to add about a cup of water, and like I said, I just rinsed my can out, so gotta get all that tomatoey goodness right in there. We're going to stir this around, and it will thicken, and it's going to cook down, and all those flavors are just going to be absolutely magnificent. Like I said, I think I'm going to end up having to use a little bit more seasoning, because that's quite a bit of chili for that little bit of seasoning. And you're going to use about a third to a half of a cup of, well, about a third cup. I'm going to empty some of these bottles out of here. You know, my husband's one of the first ones who complained about 15 bottles of something being open, but guess what? Guess who's the one who really does it? And I'm going to use a little bit more. Well, now, isn't that embarrassing? I had to open another bottle. There was only one of them in there. So, I was throwing shade at him for nothing. We just won't tell him. Because I don't think that was quite a third cup, do you? That's probably good. And this is going to give it a nice little sweet flavor. Not sweet, not too sweet. But you know what I'm saying. You guys remember that chili back in the day? The chili sauce? Yes, please. It was so good. So good. I definitely need to go to the grocery store and stock up on some stuff. So I am out of hot sauce, Frank's hot sauce. I'm going to improvise. I'm going to put a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes in that. And it's going to cook up perfectly. You got to trust me on this. Let's just add all of them. That was probably about a teaspoon. And then we're just going to add a tiny drop of vinegar. Because what the hot sauce does is it doesn't really add a heat to it. It just adds a kind of a wang, if you will. Just a little bit of a hot wang. Ooh, that's enough right there. Did you see that? I ain't doing it again, so I hope you've seen it. Now, nothing else to do but let this cook away back here on this, right here on the stove. Let it cook for, I'm going to let this cook probably for about 30 minutes or so till it just starts cooking down, and I'll show you. I'm going to taste it once it cooks a little bit and see if we need to add any additional ingredients. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started on the egg salad here. My eggs are done. I just boiled them for about 10 minutes. You can either boil them at a slow boil for 10 minutes, or you can start them to boil and then turn them off, remove them from the heat, and put a lid on them and let them cook for 20 minutes, or not cook, but sit for 20 minutes, and you're going to have perfect boiled eggs. I rinsed these in cool water just one time and left the water in there, just enough to where I could hold the eggs. But I'm going to show you how easy these eggs are to peel when they are still just warm. They're so much easier to peel when they're warm. So what I do is you see what I done, I just kind of cracked it a little bit, and then I dip it back down in the water. I'm going to show you how easy the peelings come off. What you need to do is make sure that you get a hold of that membrane. There is a little membrane in there that makes the shell adhere to the egg. And if you can get a hold of that, and you got to make sure that you keep it wet to be able to do that really well. And it doesn't matter because these eggs are going to be cut up anyway, but people always have a problem with peeling their eggs. Like if they're making for deviled eggs, or they want their eggs to look nicely. You know, there's sometimes I peel them and I'm telling you, they look all jacked up, look like they've been run over by a car. But just about every time, if you do this, you end up with some really good eggs. I always make sure my hands and stuff. And look at that. Sometimes you can get it off in one or two peelings. Look at that. It just went right off there. And there's a piece of that membrane, as you can see. And then I just kind of rinse it off there. I'm not going to show you this egg because this one decided it didn't want to participate in the, you know, the easy peeling process. I do this in a bigger bowl because I like to be able to mix it around. But again, all you're going to need is some mayonnaise, and you're going to need onions. And the onions, what I've done is I went ahead and cut them up even smaller because I like them a little bit smaller in my egg salad. And you're going to need some onion salt, some pepper, and a little squirt of mustard. And what we're going to do is we're just going to start adding our ingredients. I'm going to put just I start off with just, you know, depending on how much eggs you got cut up. I like mine nice and creamy, but I'm going to start off with 3 heaping spoons of the mayonnaise. And, you know, we may add more. I just like to start with less so then we can determine, you know, if we need more. I don't like it runny, but I like it nice and creamy. And then just a little bit of mustard, not a whole lot. Maybe a half a teaspoon. And this was a dozen of eggs. This is a dozen of eggs that I've cooked. I've lost my towel drying hand. I've lost my hand drying towel. Okay. And then I've got a little bit of onion salt in here. Not very much. Actually, it's empty. I don't even know why it's sitting up there. Who knows? And then we're going to add some real onion salt to it. See, I told you I always have 2 things open, 2 or 3. And again, start off small because you can always add to it. You can't really take away from it. And that goes with everything, onions and everything. And see how nice and little these are. Look at that. If you can see. I like onions in my egg salad. I don't even know what I'm saying here. Now we're going to give this a mix and see where we're at with this. Let's put some black pepper in it. Gotta have black pepper. We love egg salad. You know I love pepper too. So let's just mix this around and see where we're at as far as needing any more mayonnaise. I could use a bigger spoon. And you know what? I have never put, some people put, what is that? Pickle relish in their egg salad. Oh, for the love of God, please don't put pickle relish in it. It's just, pickle relish does not belong in egg salad, and it does not belong in deviled eggs. Let's just mix this. And you know what? I think I am going to add a little bit more, just a little bit more mayonnaise. because I like it a little bit more creamy than that. We don't want it dry. Let's get a clean spoon for the mayonnaise, because we've already had it done in the egg there. I think that's going to be plenty, don't you? Oh, this is going to be perfect. And trust and believe, like I said, this is a dozen of eggs that I've made up here. This won't last at my house 2 days. We love this. We like to just get bowls of it and eat it. And this is fabulous, fabulous if you're doing low carb as well. Look how nice and delicious and creamy that looks. Oh my goodness. You know me, a little bit more pepper, because I gotta be able to see it in there. If I can't see it, then I don't know I'm eating it. A little bit more. And we're gonna taste this. Look how quick and easy that was. And remember, the flavors are gonna change once it's refrigerated. Just like potato salad, it's just gonna get better and better and better as it gets cold. So you don't really want to go in with a lot of onion, salt, you know, in the beginning, because all those flavors are going to marry. It's just going to become perfect unity. Let me taste it. Oh man. Oh man. I'm going to add the rest of those onions. There isn't that many. Oh man. My homemade chili sauce with my hot dogs are done. Let me give it one last taste just to make sure that it's still absolutely perfect. Man. That is so, so good. Might not be the healthiest of things, but hey, if it makes you feel any better, you could use turkey meat instead of the ground chuck, or have a salad with. Come on over here and take a sneak peek at my beans. They have been cooking for about, let's get on down in there. These beans have been cooking for about probably close to 2 hours, and they're getting almost done. Look at how nice and thick they're starting to get. Olivia is going to love these, and because I feel guilty about not having any celery to put in there, I feel like it needs a little bit of color, don't you? So we're going to add a little bit of parsley in there. I'll make her think that there's celery in there. Look how beautiful those are, guys. Let me go ahead and give them a taste too. I gotta taste them. You know, I gotta taste everything. I tasted the egg salad. I gotta taste this bean soup. Let me get a bite of the ham. Let me just get a bite of everything in the broth. I gotta taste everything. Oh, I guess I better turn my chili off. Let me taste it. Look at them just cooking away. Oh. She is going to love that. We're all going to love that. I already love it. I certainly hope you like this video. I have thoroughly enjoyed cooking with you guys today, cooking for you guys today, showing you some of my best recipes, you know, things that we like, just trying to make this week that I am scheduled so many hours, just, you know, so much easier on me. And, you know, we're going to have some good, delicious food that we can just heat up over and over and over again and just thoroughly enjoy it. If you like this video, make sure that you're giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. I got a lot of great things on this channel that I'm sure that you are absolutely going to love. If you would like to help support this channel, and if you want to see more videos, daily videos, multiple videos a week, make sure you head on over to my Patreon, In the Kitchen with Sandy. There you will be able to donate I think it's like a $3 subscription. There's a couple different ones on there, and they have perks. The higher ones have perks, and I would love to know some of the perks that you would like to help make you decide that you want to help support this channel so I can bring more videos to you more frequently. And you know, I just love to be able to cook for you 24/7. That's my goal. That's my dream. You know I love you guys very much. If you like this video, like I said, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you let me know. I know that there's a few of you that have requested recipes, and I promise you I'm going to get to them. I am going to get to them. And I also have a few people that have requested a sample of my signature blend seasoning. If you would like a sample of that as well, just let me know below, or you can send me a private message. You know I'm on Facebook, In the Kitchen with Sandy. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I am everywhere. I'm everywhere. You know I love you guys so very much, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next episode of In the Kitchen with Sandy. Bye. Take care.